The world is full of things that make us different, but there are amazing stories that tell us that love and friendship are the only things that matter. In today's video, we go on a trip full of heartwarming encounters between people and animals that go against what we think will happen and show us how beautiful the connection is. These stories show the amazing ties that can form between creatures of different species, from the depths of the ocean to the vast lands of wildlife reserves. We start with our first amazing story. The elephant and the dog. Kamla, a gentle orphaned elephant, and Thongsri, a scruffy stray dog with a heart of gold, lived together in a green and wide wildlife refuge in the middle of Thailand. They were an adorable pair who defied the odds of friendship. Kamla was a beautiful animal. Her long, graceful trunk and ears flapped like big wings as she walked around the refuge grounds. But deep down, she was lonely and wanted someone to spend her days with, even though she was big and strong. Then Thongsri came along. He was a little ball of fur with a tail that wagged and a lively personality. She had found herself in the refuge one day, looking for safety and a place to belong. That's what she didn't know. That and more would come her way in the form of an odd relationship with Kamla. It seemed like they were meant to be together from the moment they met. Kamla would lightly squeeze Thongsri with her trunk, and Thongsri would bark and jump around in response. They would spend their days touring the sanctuary, playing in the nearby river, and just hanging out with each other. Even though they were different species and sizes, they had an unbreakable link. Kamla became Thongsri's guardian and stood tall over her like a gentle giant whenever they came across other animals in the refuge. Then Thongsri made Kamla happy and made her laugh, telling her that she was never alone. They showed everyone how to be a real friend by showing that love has no limits, not even those of species. They knew they had found a lifelong friend in each other as they walked around the refuge hand in hand. Moving forward with the number 2, the rescued lion and the rescuer. A long time ago, in a world very different from Thailand's lush jungles, there lived a beautiful lion named Aslan. His golden mane sparkled in the sun like molten gold. But behind his regal exterior was a sad story of being abused and hurt. People who didn't care about Aslan's well-being locked him up in a small box and made him do tricks for their entertainment. The chains of captivity had broken his soul and stopped his roar. But luck had other ideas. An animal rescue worker with a kind heart would come into his life and change it forever. The person who came to save Aslan found the sad circus where he was being held captive on a normal day. He knew he had to do something because the way the beautiful lion was being kept scared him. With determination in his heart, he worked out Aslan's release and took him to a safe place where he could finally be free. At first, Aslan was wary of his new surroundings. Years of being abused had made his eyes cloudy with doubt. However, as he slowly recovered physically and mentally, he found hope in the person who had saved him. The person who saved Aslan showed him that not all people were mean and that there was love and kindness in the world. So they started to form a friendship based on trust and understanding. Aslan would purr happily and nuzzle the person who saved him, as if to say thanks for saving him from a life of pain. The person who saved Aslan would then look into his eyes and see the spirit of a magnificent animal that earned only the best. They went on a trip of healing and redemption together, and being with each other helped them both. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, Aslan's roar got louder and stronger, a sign of his renewed freedom and the strong bond he had with the person who saved him. Now, another amazing story comes as number 3, the Diver and the Octopus. Someone named Craig Foster, who likes to dive, and an octopus, which is shy, became friends in a strange way deep below the surface of the Pacific Ocean. Craig, who was interested in sea life, was mesmerized by the octopus's beautiful moves. He did this because he was interested in sea creatures. When Craig got too close at first, the octopus would hide inside the rocky cave it had made to protect itself. However, Craig kept coming back every day with a polite and respectful attitude, giving the octopus a chance to get used to seeing him. Through time, the octopus showed signs of being interested, and it got very close to touching Craig's outstretched hand. Every time they met, they felt more confident in each other, and Craig was amazed by how smart and flexible the creature was. They went deep into the ocean together, and Craig watched as the octopus skillfully avoided and caught its meal. Even though they lived in different places, they had a deep and quiet friendship that showed how strong the bonds can be between people and animals. During the time they spent together, Craig learned more about the octopus's surroundings, and the animals seemed to get used to being around him. When I saw their link, I couldn't help but think about all the amazing animals that live in the ocean below, and how important it is to protect and respect them. Now, moving up to 4th place, the orangutan and the hound. An orphaned orangutan named Surya found an odd partner in a stray dog named Roscoe. This happened at a tranquil nature reserve that was located in the middle of South Carolina. In spite of the fact that Surya and Roscoe came from quite different backgrounds, they were able to develop an inseparable friendship that transcended the borders of their species. Surya, with his bright orange fur and calm disposition, had won the affection of a great number of people who were present at the reserve. Nevertheless, it was Roscoe, a stray who was both scruffy and full of enthusiasm, who won Surya's affection. They were fast friends the moment they laid eyes on each other, and they spent their time together, frolicking and playing as if they had known each other for a lifetime. Their laughter reverberated through the forest as they explored the verdant vistas of the reserve. Their friendship knew no bounds as they went about their journey. They had periods of calm companionship under the shade of the trees, chased each other through the long grass, and took dips in the cool waters. They engaged in all of these activities together. That love and connection can blossom between even the most improbable of partners is demonstrated by the fact that their friendship was a powerful demonstration of the power of friendship. Not only did the story of Surya and Roscoe touch the hearts of all who watched it, but it also served as a reminder that friendship is not limited by any boundaries, not even those of species. And our final incredible number 5, the disabled horse and the boy. Owen, a little kid, was able to find comfort and friendship in Buddy, a gentle therapeutic horse who was located in a different part of the world. Owen, who was unable to walk due to a disability, frequently experienced feelings of alienation from his contemporaries. Everything, however, shifted when Buddy became a part of his lifestyle. Owen grew to regard Buddy as his closest buddy and confidant due to the fact that he had steady temperament and kind eyes. By spending endless hours together exploring the countryside and creating experiences that would last a lifetime, they were able to build a friendship that was founded on trust and understanding. Owen gained the self-assurance to accept his condition and traverse the world with a different kind of bravery as a result of Buddy's encouraging presence. And in exchange, Owen showered Buddy with love and attention, expressing his gratitude for the unflinching support of his faithful buddy. People were inspired to look past our differences and embrace the links that bring us together by their friendship, which served as a light of peace and inspiration. The story of Owen and Buddy reminded us that genuine friendship is not constrained by any boundaries, and it served as a reminder to value the relationships that help to enhance our lives. In the end, these uplifting stories of friendships that were not expected to exist serve as a reminder of the fundamental relationships that exist between people and animals. These stories serve to remind us of the power of compassion, empathy, and understanding. Whether it's a gentle therapy horse providing comfort to a little kid or a lively orangutan finding company in a stray dog, these stories have the ability to inspire us. And while we traverse the intricacies of life, may we never forget the lessons that we have learned from these incredible friendships that we have formed. Do well to like this video, share it with other animal enthusiasts, and subscribe for more videos like this.